All right, I'm going to do a collage based on something I saw Mary Beth Shaw do that I wanted to try. I've done a neutral collage like this before with just all acrylics, but I wanted to try to use some watercolors. I really liked the combination that I saw. Let me let everybody get in and pull up chat so I can see it. If you're watching the recording, just fast forward. So I have two of the new watercolors I made. These are just some of the leftover. There's not very much in the pans. And the first one is the black cherry, which I know it's going to be really hard to see. It is kind of a purplish brown. And then there's tomato soup. And this was the Frito, but I don't have a pan of that out. That's just basically a gold. So I was going to use the two of these with some quinacridone gold or some Aussie. Hi, Lena. Hi, Artful Dabbler, Gail, Kat. Hi, Lori. So I'm going to set those aside to use. I've got some acrylic paints. So I pulled out some stencils that we'll play with. And I pulled out some neutral paper. So the first thing I'm going to start with is I just have a piece of 11 by 14 watercolor paper. And I'm just going to glue down some neutral. And I want to make sure that I don't get the matte medium on the top of the papers. Hi, Amy. Everything is dried, stuck. I haven't been in my art room for a week or so because I've been busy. All right, so I'm just gonna start with some putting down some neutral, and I'm just gonna put the glue on the watercolor paper. On the back. I'm not really going to worry about where I put it at this point. Like that little beehive over here. Hi, Dot. Okay. I need more of this kind of paper. I need to go and find like a library where they sell some of your old books that they're getting rid of. I just need to find some old books with just text, and I have dictionary papers, but I think what I need to add to my collection is I want more writing or more unusual old papers, like ledger papers or Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm early. Okay, this side has paint on it, and I'm going to go ahead and just use that. I don't really, because it's neutral. Let's, not really thinking much about this. I'm just placing it. Down. I think I'll leave that. And I'll just use all the pieces somewhere. Hi, Eileen. Hi, Missy. Hi, Norma. Okay. Let's get... That covers up that little area. This is just old map paper. I was trying to pick mostly stuff that had yellow tones, not so much white. And I'm trying not to get the kind of tucks in there. Try not to get the gel medium too much on the top of the papers because I want watercolor to absorb it. And let's use some sewing paper pieces. Well, there it goes. Let's do that way. Here's some more music paper. That's a little wider in tone. Tuck that in there. I'm going to put that down on top of it. I like the wrinkles. Is your keyboard talking for you? Okay. Piece of or white map. Okay. Getting there. It almost covers all of that. Let's put that down the bottom. And we'll take this. Hi, Lisa. Hi to anybody I missed, or if you're working in the background lurking, welcome. Okay, keep that, keep that, keep that. Put all those back in the neutral drawer. think that's good for most of the glue. I am going to put some of this pattern paper in a few places. And I'm going to use glue stick, or I'm going to attempt to use glue stick on the back of the tissue. Because like I said, I don't really want a big wet mess today. And I can hit it later with more glue. And this is some tissue that Ange sent. Which is something printed and stamped. I don't know who it's by. I don't know if she stamped a bunch on it, like if she made it. But I'm pretty sure I got it from Ange. But it's got bits that look like sewing tissue. Then there's some ledger-like stuff on it. Okay, and let's put some more of this. Let's put it right there. Okay, I think that gives me enough shift and neutrals. Hi, Bonnie. Okay. So then I'm going to take watercolor. And I believe she used a quinacridone gold, but I'm not sure she used a watercolor. So I'm going to use Aussie Red Gold by Daniel Smith and some quinacridone gold. I don't have enough water. And I'm just going to let some of that go where it wants to. Let's get some of the nickel. I've almost gone through what I put of that. I really like that Daniel Smith Aussie Gold. I'm just going to put some splatters in places. Let it cover that silver down there. Okay, so that's going to be it for those colors. Now let's take some of the black cherry. I'm going to let that soak for just a minute and get kind of wet. And the tomato. I'm going to start with the tomato. Now, these are shimmer paints. They have mica and pigment, earth pigment. So while they have some shimmer, they have a little bit more opacity than some of the others that I've made. I'll splatter some of that too. And I do have these in my shop. There's a trio with the tomato, the black cherry, and the Frito. And then I have duos of the black cherry and the Frito. The tomato I have in a very limited, but I can always make more. All right, let's take some of that brown, that black cherry. Hi, Donna. Yeah, I have one for you, Joy. These are your colors, Joycey. The black cherry, I'm just gonna work in a few other areas. And there's shimmer in it too. I think I'm getting more on me, to be honest. That brush splatters back. You got a black cherry, didn't you? Or no, you didn't. You bought a, okay. I'll take one of the duos and split it because you already have the Frito. Okay. I thought you got that, Vaughn. Didn't you get a black cherry? I like how it's the black cherry is really with this, the resist of the silver looks really good. I swear to God, you got a black cherry. I sent you the 1 6-pack, and there were 2 that were on top. I'll have to go back and look at your order because I thought you got a black cherry. Okay, I'm going to get a little more of this tomato soup up in here. Just putting some drops that are You got the Winter Beach set. Dr. Pepper is the black cherry. That's what I named it. It is this color, Vaughn. This is what I named Dr. Pepper. That I forgot. That is what I listed it under is Dr. Pepper. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome. Yeah, you got this. It's just I named it Dr. Pepper because the concept, y'all, was for lunch, I'm going to have a Dr. Pepper, which is the black cherry, tomato soup with Fritos. Because we were talking about the black cherry and I was eating tomato soup. It is not diet. It is full shimmer. Yeah, you got the black cherry, which I was calling Dr. Pepper. Because you know how Dr. Pepper is really like a black cherry. Okay, so I'm going to stop with the watercolor. And the next step is I'm going to use stencils and a sponge. And I just use cosmetic sponges. And we're going to start with, I'm going to start with some marks in some areas in white, I think. Now, I'm going to use the Traditions Opaque Titanium White. I have the bottle for the carbon black and I have the tube. Now, I will tell you the tubes, you have to be careful because they pop. Hi, Debbie. Yeah, I do too. Okay, so some of this is starting to dry. Can you see? I don't know if you can see on the camera. Okay, I should do what I tell Shauna. I guess we should take a picture of it. I actually want to take, I'm just going to take some, like, I really like this corner. I should take it with my better. Actually, I'm going to, well, I'll do that another day, but I like this corner a lot. I like this area right here. That's good. All right, so that gives me some images close up that I can use. Yeah, that's what I'll do with it, Eileen. It also might make really cool tissue paper at Zazzles, right? Like, look, all I have to do is take this image, which I know you can't see very well, and upload it. So actually, really what I need to do real quick is I need to turn on the good camera. And take, I'm gonna, with my Canon. Sorry, my head's in the way. Well, Debbie, it would help if you turn it on. I'm taking this in raw footage, so it'll be a bigger file. Which will give me more choices. That'll give me more choices on Society 6 and more choices on Zazzle what to make. If you don't have a big enough file, okay, Eileen. The blue, there's silver. That's probably, are you talking about this like right here, Bonnie? Zazzle.com is a place where you can buy artist work on all kinds of products, and artists can form an account and upload and sell. Like, you know how I do my bunnies? When I did the first bunny for Kathy and another customer, I took one of those bunnies and put it on a t-shirt and ordered pajamas. This, I think you're talking about, this was jelly print. This was silver paint. This was silver paint on pattern paper. So the silver acrylic acted like a resist. And that's, yeah, it's a silver. Okay, so now we need to decide areas that I don't necessarily care for as much. I'm going to add some white paint. And push back. This is my stencil from the December stencil from Stencil Girl. And I'm not putting the I mean, it's not, you can still see through it. Really like that. So I don't really want to do a whole lot over here. Okay, so that kind of brings that up and through here. And I don't dislike that. Hi, Kyla. I have to watch Colleen. I haven't seen her yet today. I mean, videos. I came home and got on. Okay. I know those are going to be my black stencils. I kind of like this stencil, but I don't think I want to use it. This I got from Wish. I think. I'll do some areas that I think need interest in some round pebbles. And I think I'll make that go under this. Okay, let's put it. So the pebbles are kind of going through here. I think I put some pebble shapes in here too. Hi, Suzanne. Okay, so the question is, does this make... See, I think it's almost time to take a picture again. Like, I like this with this. So all I'm doing is, I got to get my head in there. I got to get... I'm just going right in on an area that I think is more interesting. Kind of like if you would cut it up. All right. So I think I'm good with white. Thank you, Nana. All right, so now what I'm going to use is, actually we need to find, now I don't know, she had Scribble with red pencil. So I'm thinking dry it a little. And use a colored pencil, or should I use an ink tints Mary Beth Shaw? And well, I have done this before, and what I have, Annika Gray does a lot of neutral on neutral, but I saw Mary Beth Shaw had a piece and it was done, and it was this yellow in the back that I was like, ooh, I love this. What can I do like that? It was a piece that Mary Beth Shaw just posted on Instagram. And I had done neutrals, but I really liked the introduction of like the quinacridone gold with the black. But she had some little bit of scribbles, and I always forget to like add some scribbles. But I don't know if it would be better to do it with a damp. Hi, Mitzi. I don't know if it'd be better to do it with a damp ink tints or a colored pencil. I don't have like Stabilo all in colors. That's what I need. I need those colored Stabilos. Yeah, it was thin. It was, oh, wait a minute. I know what I can use. I bet I know what I can use. Why can't we use a red Neo too? And do I want to go with vermilion or more of a red? I mean, I don't want black because we're going to use black next. Or should we go like crazy and do, I'm leaning towards, maybe we do a little of all three of those. Vermilion, I'm thinking I want some teal in some places too, because I like that. Now, I am not very good at just like scribble. I'm trying to be like, in places that I think it's lacking is what. I got to get that to lay down some. Okay, I think that works. And I forget to like do that, like scribble. Okay, I think I'm going to give it. Well, first of all, I need to decide, do we take more pictures, Eileen? Do we like zoom in? Tay Tay says let her in. I think my opinion is take pictures. Like, take them, take them, take them. You can always throw them away. Okay. Okay. I think it needs, I got areas that are up. And I'm just going to go to acrylic paint. So there are areas that need to be secured. I don't care about it smearing any of my writing. In fact, that might even help some of it. There's just some places that no, quit. I'm gonna stay off some of that shimmer. I'm really just hitting some of the places where I know the paper's given me. Right in here is where the main. A little bit right here. Stop, Tay Tay. I haven't been home, and she does not like the fact that I am on the camera. Okay. Oh, yeah, Dot. Oh, I will hook you up, Eileen. Let me get, like I said, I'll just get them. They won't take me long. This weekend I can put them on Etsy. And then I think I'm going to go over to Zazzle and see what the requirements are there. And some of it would be cool on Society 6. You can get different products. Okay. gonna have to get more black paint out. Okay. I'll come back to that stencil again. Actually, I want to get Jean's road stencil because it has more curves. And I'm not going to worry about, oh my gosh, I like that so much because I do have pictures. So I have it digital. Where is this fish you're worried about? Let's go back to this more angular. Okay, let's. Okay, let's go back to. She had bigger fields of black, I'm guessing. Of course, I don't have the same stencils that she had used. I'm not duplicating it. It's the pop of the yellow neutrals. Okay. So I think I didn't touch this corner yet because I'm just not ready to do any. Well, I have pictures of it, but I really like this, so I'm not sure I like the black. I do like this corner. So it may not end up as a whole piece, is what I'm thinking. I kind of like that right in here. So I think I'll take some pictures again while I'm thinking. It's a stall technique before you go to the next stage. I gotta get it where I'm trying to get it where my head's not. And I have another lens if I were home and not streaming that I could put on the macro lens. Let's get, I really think I'm going to end up cutting it, to be honest with you. So let's get a, see, I think I like that. Like this. I like the composition of that black. I like the words. I like the turquoise that's here. And there's a little vermilion. I got the black cherry, Dr. Pepper over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my paper cutter. And okay, I want that. So it needs to be cut. Right in there. I need a new blade for my, and this is thick watercolor, so. Okay, so we know that's going to go underneath there. I'm just going to estimate. Okay, so that piece will get layer and it'll go like that. Okay, so then that might work in a smaller mat. I have smaller mats. I just got them. Back in stock again. So this piece will fit right up in here. And I don't have any problems with that. Okay. Now let's decide if we want to use a big mat or a little mat, or do we want to do anything to this corner? Do we want to put like some white gesso through these flowers like stencils? Do we want to do that? I'm tempted to put those right there in white. What do we think? And then maybe when it's dry, put some more watercolor on it. I want to try this chalk gesso. It's a little thinner, but I was hoping it was chalkier. All right, I'm gonna go for it because I want to try using this. Very thin. I'm sure it's going to go under the stencil. It's going to be part of the problem. No, don't like it too thin. So what I'm going to do is quickly just remove it. I like the idea. I like the stencil. I like the placement, but that is crap. It's too thin, way too thin. It's fine if you want thin gesso. So let's try that again in a minute. Okay, let's just try the white paint. Definitely looks much more like a flower. Okay, let's let that dry. And I think I'm going to add some more watercolor up here in just a minute. I like the skinnier matte. For sure, I like this orange and teal down here with just a pop of black here and there on the bottom. So I think I will cut right there. And then we'll need to decide. I can probably, I'll probably just do this one like, kind of like this. It might need some more scribble in it. Maybe in here somewhere. Hi, Judy. So let's let that dry. Get the add some. Put that in there. And then I think I'll take the damp brush, kind of soften it. And I think I'll leave that little beehive showing. Sort of. Kind of like that. So that's good. And this one needs watercolor. Try a different brush. I'm going to put some more tomato, and the black cherry is what I'm going to put on it, which is the shimmer. I'm going to let those soak just a minute so I can get some. let's put the black cherry up here. All right, I'm going to get some more of that black cherry right in here. And it has that purplish red color when it dries. Okay, let's see. All right, let's try that real quick. All right, I like the drips right there. I'm going to put that there and get some drips. Lighter back here. Okay, let's dry those. Okay. I kind of like that, I think. Now we need to figure out what part we want to use. So you can see the silver. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. It's really hard to see the shimmer of the paint, of the watercolor. But there's just like that tomato shimmer in areas where it's lighter. It's more peachy pink. Yeah, I think I need I needed some more turquoise in. Okay, a little more turquoise up in that. I did look at Timmy's new metallics and watch the video, and they definitely are more, from what I saw, they're more like the pinata brass. So I definitely am going to order the alloy silver. Not probably so much the gold. And I'm probably going to try the silver first and see how that goes and how I like it compared to, now Pinata is supposed to be reformulating their silver. I don't like the Marabou silver. It just is non-existent for the alcohol inks. But I didn't look at any of the thin stuff. All right, night. I know it's getting late over there. I'm just about done, and then I have to go grade papers. Okay. So I think I need some of this corner. Well, okay. Do we like farther down? Okay, Eileen. 1. Or 2. That's what I think too, Joycey. It's kind of like that. Okay. The ones have it. So what that'll do is give me 4 matted pieces and a couple scraps. I'm not sure about this one as much. I think it's a little too small. So I think I'll just save this one as a scrap and just go with the 3 and just put this in the scrap paper. It would make a good ATC or something like that. Yeah, it's real thick, so it's, but it could definitely go on something. Same with this. This says Joycey all over it. Look, it's torn. It's got black cherry. So that is about it for me. And when we'll take pictures of all the final ones too. No, not an art teacher. Teach science. Science and math in the past. They won't let me teach art. And at this point, I don't even care. Because I figure I wouldn't want to come home and art. I can send you when I send your paint, I'll send you these 2 pieces, Joycey. Okay? Oh, hi, Lori. Yeah. We have a couple people in our group that teach art. Kate the Skate teaches art, I think. And there are a couple other that might teach art, but I'm not positive. I'm certified to teach art, but because I teach math and science at a STEM school, no one's letting me teach art. And at this stage in my career, I don't care. So I would say this is a definite no, don't buy. I was hoping it was going to be thicker. The Traditions is thicker, but it's not very chalky. So like to put stuff over it, it doesn't. I think I just need to order the chalk paste from Xandra, or I can't emulate anything like that Shauna does. Not that I'm very good at it. So like I said, I think that's it for me. Yes, it's very watery. Very, very watery. It looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like the plain label vegetables you used to get during the 80s. Hi, Crazy Legend. But it would be okay, like to do a thin, like if you want to do a wash. And it does have a chalky texture. So if you were trying to get something with some more grit, potentially, I will probably donate it to school. Because I don't think that in my lifetime I'll go through as much gesso I have in this house. Because what happened is I ordered these two to try them, and they sent me one that was 32 ounces like this. So I sent that to school already. So I will probably send this one to school and keep this one just for mine. I also have a couple of these. And I like the thickness of these. This container goes bad, really bad, real fast. Like this is already getting super chunky. But it's also very acrylic when it dries. So it doesn't take the water products. It's not very chalky. So I think I'm just going to try that chalk. Thanks, Dot. Thanks, Debbie. I might stream again this weekend, maybe, depending what's going on. I have a pet portrait that I need to do. Here's what I have stacked so far. I'll show you what I need to work on. I have a pour that I did like at 3 in the morning one night, so it's not filmed or anything. And I need to paint and color this peacock. It's on regular copy paper, but I'll use craft paint and then just sort of imagine it's going to go here. It'll get painted and colored with colored pencil, and then it'll get collaged on here. So I have that to do. And I thought this was just super pretty. It's got a lot of metallic in it that you might be able to see. And then I have Bob request. You'll like this one, Dottie. And I put it on the wrong paper, so I think I'm going to end up doing it. I don't know what. I put it on the wrong paper, but it's a close-up of an owl. I was going to do an alcohol ink, and I put it on the wrong paper. So I'll probably put it. I might do two versions. I might do an acrylic version and an alcohol ink version. I think the acrylic colored pencil version will be very hard, but I think the alcohol ink part would be fairly easy. So I want to definitely do that in alcohol ink, like I did the tiger. Yeah, I'm trying to do like zoomed in stuff. Then Bob requested a bear, and I know I'm going to do this in acrylic and colored pencil. And I really liked the light, how it's really light and then areas of dark. So I want to kind of do like I did the chimpanzee and do underpainting and really work with light and dark. I don't know what I'm going to do with the background necessarily, but I'm going to work on that. Hi, Shauna. Yep. And then this is the pet portrait. This is for the same people I did a couple other pet portraits. This will be my fourth for them. Plus I did their boss's dog. So this is Boots. Boots is no longer with us. Boots was rescued. I don't remember. Greyhound? He was a rescue. And so I have it ready to underpaint. And I'm going to do the Prussian blue and the slate blue background with some of the white and the dark, the same way I did the other dogs. And I think I'm going to go like a turquoise. This is going to be more the navy Prussian blue. Oh, I think I'll go with an ochre or beige. The handkerchief is purple, but Boots is mostly white, but there's some different colors. What I'd like to do is I take craft paint and I paint everything with that craft paint, and then I come back with the colored pencil and add a layer. So that way I don't get any white. I'm not covering the white paper, and there's something more tooth for the pencil to grab for the colored pencil. Let me get one and I'll show you what I mean, an example of one that's done. Okay, so I'll show you a photograph first. Okay, get it to turn so I can get a little bigger. Okay, so that is the underpainting. That's just craft paint. And you can see that I have some details, but it's not super detailed. And then this is the final. And I've gone over with colored pencil. And so you can see like that's colored pencil scraped over the paint, but not completely covered. So what I always do is, and I just use like Americana craft paint, or I'll use the Traditions paint. These are a little more plasticky. So actually, the Americana works a little better in some ways, though this is my favorite white because it's very opaque. So that's kind of what I need to work on this weekend. Yeah, this dog was named Boots, and he has passed on. He was a great dog, but I did their new dog. I mean, their current dogs. Their current dogs are Churchill. So there's Churchill. And I don't know what this girl dog's name is. I know she doesn't behave very well. They always put these dogs, I don't know as well because they always put them up. We used to live down the street and we don't live in that. So we're not over there as often. So I don't see the dogs as much. Well, I will tell you, Dot, I won't do the colored pencil work on screen because I just can't. I have to be like, I'm going to put my head under. I have to be like this when I'm doing it. Like, it's hard to do now this one won't be as hard, but it's hard to do the colored pencil work on screen, to be honest with you. I tend to do it while I'm watching a movie in bed and I have a board and the colored pencils are all around me, stuck in my mouth. I'll have 3 or 4 in one hand and one in my mouth, and I'm trying not to drop them. So it's really hard. I'll try. Maybe I'll try on Boots because Boots isn't going to. Boots is less detail. So maybe I can do, work on Boots Saturday and Sunday, or Sunday and Monday. Because this one is not this will be less. Yeah, it's not a greyhound. But he was a rescue dog. But I don't remember where he had been. Because he was super, super skittish. But he loved Bob. Like, he loved Bob. And he was so excited. And they had a formal living room. They have a formal living room, a dining room, kitchen, and a den. So you can run around the middle support wall. And he would just run and do laps for the first 5 minutes. Yeah, he was a big dog. But I don't remember where, like I said, he was a rescue from somewhere. The other 2 are rescue dogs too. That's why they don't behave good. They flunked they've been to dog training school 2 or 3 times. In fact, when Churchill went to dog training school, he met our little friend that I don't know her name, and that's his girlfriend. So they ended up adopting this dog because they were so attached to each other. And like I said, I don't know what the little girl dog's name is. Yeah, they're large. They're large. Now, Boots would go in his crate, and he was a really good dog. The other 2 are very difficult. Like, they're not as social around other people. They do a lot of jumping. All right, I got to go too. I got to go grade papers and put grades in the grade book. So I may stream Sunday if no one's on and work on the underpainting, and then maybe Monday I'll pop on at some point if it's clear. We'll see. No promises, Dot. I'm glad you were able to come and hang out, Elizabeth. I stream on Friday nights. Mary should be starting soon. Yes, Nana, thank you. So you might look out for that if you Mary Altelé will stream, I believe, at like 8:30 Eastern or 8. It's either at 7 Central or 7:30. Thanks, Colleen. I got to go watch your stream and see what you were up to. I still haven't watched you and Kathy from the, and I need to finish the reverse collage. I got to get caught up on, but I can do that when I'm grading. So, and I do have these in the shop. I have the trio, and then I have these two sets without the tomato. And it's Etsy. It's Debbie Epps. All right. I will see everybody later. Hi, Elaine, and bye, Elaine. All right. Oh, wait a minute. Shauna, Tay-Tay's going to say goodbye. Tay-Tay's going to say hello and goodbye. Eileen, if you're still there, I'll send you some digital stuff later. You need to DM me your email because I don't have it. Okay? Say hi, girls. Say hey, Shauna. Tell Shauna, get Loki a doggy door. Yeah, he needs a doggy door. All right. On Twitter, send me your email, Eileen, and I'll send you some of those. And I'm gonna get them on Etsy here too. That's something else I'll work on this weekend. Don't knock the camera off. Mom will be very, very mad. Yeah, we can't rub our face on the camera. Hi, Lena. Bye, Lena. Yeah, if we knock the camera off, you'll be in trouble, Mama. All right, guys. Let me put my to-do pile up and in this